Well, hello again. Welcome again to another episode of Down to Earth, but Heavenly Minded. And I'm your host, Rish. And we are on the last chapter of the book of Exodus. And I believe there's something like 34 verses. So we will finish it up. And it's about the laws about vows. You make a vow to the Lord. And this is the reading of this chapter. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel and say to them, If anyone makes a special vow to the Lord, invoking the valuation of persons, then the valuation of a male for 20 years old and up, and 60 years old shall be 50 shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. And if a person is a female, the valuation shall be 30 shekels. If the person is from 5 years old up to 20 years old, the valuation shall be for a male 20 shekels, and for the female 10 shekels. If a person is from a month old up to 5 years old, the valuation for a male shall be 5 shekels of silver, and for a female, valuation shall be 3 shekels of silver. And if a person is 60 years old or over, then the valuation for a male shall be 15 shekels, and for a female 10 shekels. And if someone is too poor to pay the valuation, then he shall be made to stand before the priest, and the priest shall value him. The priest shall value him according to what the vow can afford. If the vow is an animal that may be offered as an offering for the Lord, all of it that he gives to the Lord is holy. He shall not exchange it or make a substitute for it, good or bad or good. And if he does in fact substitute one animal for another, then both it and the substitute shall be holy. And if it is an unclean animal that may not be offered as an offering to the Lord, then he shall stand the animal before the priest, and the priest shall value it as either good or bad, and the priest values it, so it shall be. But if he wishes to redeem it, he shall add a fifth to the valuation. When a man dedicates his house as a holy gift to the Lord, the priest shall value it as either good or bad, as the priest values it, so it shall stand. And if the donor wishes to redeem the house, he shall add a fifth to the valuation price, and it shall be his. Now, if a man dedicates to the Lord part of the land that he possesses, then the valuation shall be in proportion to its seed. A homer of barley seed shall be valued at 50 shekels of silver. If he dedicates his field from a years of jubilee, the valuation shall stand. But if he dedicates his field after jubilee, then the priest shall calculate the price according to the years that remain until the year of jubilee, and the dedication shall be made from the valuation. And if he who dedicates the field wishes to redeem it, then he shall add a fifth to it, valuation price, and it shall remain his. But if he does not wish to redeem the field, or if he has sold the field to another man, it shall not be redeemed any more. But the field, when it is released in the Jubilee shall be a holy gift to the Lord, like a field that has been devoted. The priest shall be the possession of it, and if he dedicates to the Lord the field that he has bought, which is not a part of the possession, then the priest shall calculate the amount of the valuation for it up to a year of Jubilee, and the man shall give the valuation on the day as a holy gift to the Lord. In the year of Jubilee, the field shall return to him from whom it was bought, to whom the land belongs as a possession. Every valuation shall be according to it, the shekel of the sanctuary. 20 gerahs shall make a shekel. But the firstborn of animals, which as a firstborn belong to the Lord, no man may dedicate whatever ox or sheep. It is the Lord's. And if it is an unclean animal, then he shall buy it back at the valuation and add a fifth to it. Or if it is not redeemed, it shall be sold at the valuation. But no devoted thing that a man devotes to the Lord of anything that he has, whether man or beast, or his inherited field, shall be sold or redeemed. Every devoted thing is most holy to the Lord. No one devoted who is to be devoted for destruction from mankind shall be ransomed. He shall surely be put to death. Every tithe of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the trees, is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. If any man wishes to redeem some of the tithes, he shall add a fifth to it. And every tithe of herd or flock and flocks, every 10th animal of all that pass under the herdsman's staff, shall be holy to the Lord. Now one shall not officiate between good and bad, neither shall he make a substitute for it. And if he does substitute for it, they both, it and the substitute, shall be holy, and it shall not be redeemed. Now these are the commandments that the Lord commanded Moses for the people from Israel on Mount Sinai. And not only does this end this chapter, but it also ends the book of Leviticus. And the next time we get together, we're going to be in the book of Numbers. The first chapter of Numbers deals with the census, and also there's counts and tribes and names. So we will have the computer read it to us. And so with that said, I'm going to end this session, and bye for now. See you on our next episode. Bye for now.